Albania, located in the heart of the Balkans, serves as an intriguing gateway to this region of Europe, known for its rich cultural and historical diversity. With its charming Adriatic Sea coastlines and mountains that seem to touch the sky, Albania offers a unique perspective on the complexity and beauty of the Balkans. Geographically, Albania borders Montenegro, Kosovo, North Macedonia, and Greece. With a population of approximately 2,700,000 inhabitants and an area of just 28,748 square kilometers, the country has seen considerable migration, especially among young people seeking opportunities abroad. This phenomenon has affected not only the demographics, but also the local economy, with remittances playing a crucial role in the budget of many Albanian families. Despite emigration, Albania maintains a strong connection to its roots and traditions. National identity is deeply influenced by a history of resistance and the struggle for sovereignty, visible during the Ottoman period and the years of communist and isolationist regimes. These historical times have forged a strong sense of nationalism and pride among Albanians, often manifesting in their support for cultural initiatives and the preservation of their heritage. In the 5th century BC, Albania was part of the Kingdom of Illyria, later becoming part of the Roman Empire and later the Byzantine Empire. During the Middle Ages, Albania was an independent principality before being conquered by the Ottomans in the late 15th century, a period during which most Albanians converted to Islam. Independence from the Ottoman Empire was proclaimed in 1912, although the country suffered political instability and subsequent invasions. During World War II, Albania was occupied by Italy and Germany. Subsequently, a communist regime was established under the leadership of Enver Hoxha, marked by extreme isolation. After the fall of communism in 1991, Albania navigated a tumultuous transition to a market economy and parliamentary democracy. Today, it is a member of NATO and a candidate for European Union membership, continuing its economic development and improving living standards for its citizens. The issue of ethnic minorities, such as Greeks, Macedonians, and Montenegrins, also plays an important role in Albania's internal demographics and politics. Efforts have been made to integrate these communities, promoting policies of inclusion and respect for cultural diversity. This is a vital aspect of national identity, seeking to harmonize the diverse historical and modern influences that shape the country's social fabric. Albania's influence extends beyond its borders, with significant Albanian populations scattered across various Balkan countries. These communities are particularly prominent in North Macedonia, Kosovo, Montenegro, and Greece. This geographic dispersion not only reinforces cultural ties between the countries, but also highlights Albania as an important center of cultural exchange in the region. Culturally, Albania is a melting pot of traditions and influences. Since ancient times, the country has been a crossroads between East and West, reflected in its architecture, language, and customs. This rich cultural heritage is one of the reasons why Albania is a fascinating destination for history and culture enthusiasts. Albanian communities in the Balkans keep Albanian culture alive, celebrating traditional festivals and keeping the Albanian language vibrant. Along its coasts, a Mediterranean climate embraces the territory, where summers radiate heat and dryness, while winters are softened by rain. This benevolent climate is a true paradise for both flourishing tourism and vibrant agriculture, fostering a generous harvest of citrus fruits and golden olives. In stark contrast, the mountainous heart of the country harbors a decidedly continental climate, with summers that breathe freshness and winters that dress in white, offering snowy landscapes that delight winter sports enthusiasts and nature lovers. These climatic conditions vary from one extreme to the other, providing a perfect setting for outdoor adventures, creating a natural haven where each season brings with it a new discovery. The capital, Tirana, located in the central western part of the country, encapsulates this geographical and climatic diversity. Surrounded by mountains and vast agricultural plains, the city enjoys hot, sunny summers, while winters can be cool with occasional rainfall. Tirana shines not only because of the beauty of its natural surroundings, but also due to its fascinating architectural styles. The city reflects its multifaceted history, from the elegant structures of the Ottoman era and the imposing buildings of Italian fascism to the bold modernist blocks of the communist era and the daring innovations of contemporary architecture. Every corner of Tirana tells a story, with buildings that serve as silent witnesses to the political and cultural changes that have shaped the Albanian capital over the centuries. Tirana's architectural diversity narrates the political and cultural evolution of Albania, with each structure telling stories of the country's past. A central place in the city is Skanderbeg Square, where significant buildings like the National History Museum and the National Theatre of Opera and Ballet stand, showcasing neoclassical and modernist styles. The square has recently been revitalized to be more accessible and attractive, demonstrating a continuous effort to modernize the city while preserving its rich heritage. In terms of transportation, Albania offers various options that reflect both its topography and infrastructural development. Public transport services, such as buses and local vans known as furgon, are popular and extensive, reaching even the most isolated rural areas. Although the train service is limited and not as frequent for daily use, it provides a unique perspective of the Albanian landscape. For those seeking comfort on longer journeys, car rentals are widely available, and road conditions have significantly improved, especially the highways connecting major cities like Tirana and Durrës. In urban life, taxis are a widely used means of transport. It is common in Albania for taxis not to use a meter, so it is advisable to agree on the fare before starting the trip. In Tirana, the presence of luxury cars on the streets is notable and often seen as symbols of social status. This phenomenon reflects both individual aspiration and economic disparity in a country still recovering from the restrictions of the past communist regime. In Tirana, the coexistence of modern and prosperous districts alongside less fortunate sectors reveals the persistent economic inequalities. While some areas enjoy the luxury of cutting-edge infrastructure and contemporary amenities, other areas struggle under the weight of significant challenges. This urban diversity reflects a broad spectrum of lived realities, from the brilliance of modernity to the shadows of need, where progress and deprivation coexist side by side. This duality in Albania illustrates the socio-economic challenges the country faces in its effort to balance growth with equity. The real estate sector in Albania, especially in Tirana, has seen a notable increase in prices, driven by growing demand and investment in urban development. There is an expansion both in the construction of new residential and commercial buildings, and in the renovation of older sectors of the city. Although these developments have modernized the capital, they have also raised concerns about housing accessibility for low and middle-income sectors. Living conditions differ significantly between the various areas of Tirana, highlighting the economic gaps within the city and presenting significant challenges in terms of urban planning and social equity. The government has faced difficulties in providing affordable housing solutions that meet the needs of its growing population, exacerbated by a lack of effective long-term public housing policies. In response, several measures have been initiated to improve urban planning and regulate the real estate market, including efforts to increase transparency in real estate transactions, implement more rigorous construction regulations, and develop social housing projects that are both accessible and sustainable. The success of these initiatives is key to ensuring that urban development in Tirana and other Albanian cities is inclusive and fair. In 2024, the minimum wage in Albania is approximately $215 per month, considered insufficient to cover basic needs. Renting a one-bedroom apartment in the city center costs an average of $360 per month, while in the outskirts, the cost drops to around $200. This does not include other expenses such as electricity, heating, water, and garbage, which add up to about $80. A meal at an inexpensive restaurant costs around $5, and a fast food combo meal about $4. Supermarket prices are relatively low, with milk at $1 per liter and a dozen eggs at $2. The price of fuel is approximately $2 per liter. Compared to other European countries, Albania offers a lower cost of living, which is beneficial for attracting retirees and expatriates who wish to maximize their savings. However, inflation is a growing concern, with increases in the prices of food and other essential consumer goods, which primarily impact those with low or fixed incomes. Emigration has been a constant feature of Albanian society in recent decades, driven by the search for better employment opportunities and living conditions abroad. Many Albanians have moved to countries like Italy, Greece, and the United States, forming robust expatriate communities. Remittances from these immigrants are a crucial source of external income for Albania, constituting a significant percentage of the country's gross domestic product. These funds are essential to the local economy, supporting family consumption and helping reduce poverty. Additionally, remittances are often used to finance the education of relatives who remain in the country and to improve housing. The Albanian government is aware of these challenges and is working to create more attractive conditions that incentivize the return or investment of immigrants in the country. Strategies to improve the business climate and strengthen economic stability are seen as crucial to mitigating the migration trend and optimizing the benefits of the skills and capital that immigrants can bring back to Albania. One of the most hopeful advances for the country's future is its potential entry into the European Union. The possibility of membership has stimulated a series of deep reforms, especially in areas such as the rule of law and human rights. Future integration into the European Union promises to attract more foreign investment, facilitate access to larger markets and development funds, and foster closer political and economic integration with the rest of Europe. Joining this bloc could also allow Albania to address some of its most deep-rooted problems, such as corruption, brain drain, and regional economic inequalities. Adhering to European standards could raise confidence among both international investors and Albanian citizens, fostering a more stable and predictable environment for economic growth and social development. Albania is known for its heartfelt hospitality and the importance it places on social interactions, a cultural trait that reflects the country's deep community connections. It is not uncommon for Albanians to invite visitors into their homes to share meals or coffee, a gesture that symbolizes both friendship and respect. This hospitality is fundamental to the Albanian way of life, where family and social relationships are pillars of daily life. In daily life, it is common to see Albanians gathering in cafes and public spaces, vibrant social meeting points. These places are essential for discussing current events, exchanging news, and strengthening community ties. Life in Albanian cities, such as Tirana, revolves around these social centers that act as the cultural heart of the community. The youth in Albania, increasingly urbanized and globalized, still value and respect the cultural traditions inherited from their ancestors. This blend of modernity and tradition shapes the social fabric of Albania today, creating a unique dynamic where the old and the new coexist and influence each other. Traditionally in Albania, women have been the backbone of families and communities, navigating complex economic and social challenges. However, in recent times, we are witnessing a remarkable transformation. More and more Albanian women are transcending their conventional roles to venture into higher education and the labor market. This change is redefining not only their lives, but also the socio-economic fabric of the nation. Young women, in particular, are increasingly focused on their professional careers, exploring opportunities in sectors such as business, technology, and education. Despite social and economic changes, the family remains a central pillar in the lives of many Albanian women, who balance respect for family traditions with the demands of modern life, maintaining strong family ties while pursuing their personal independence. Fashion and appearance are also prominent aspects, evident in both urban and rural areas. Albanian cuisine, deeply influenced by its history and particularly by the long period under Ottoman rule, offers a rich palette of flavors that blends Mediterranean influences with touches of the Middle East. Dishes like bayrek and baklava are testaments to this heritage, appreciated by both locals and visitors. The cuisine is characterized by the generous use of fresh herbs and vegetables, sharing this preference with other Mediterranean cuisines. In Albanian gastronomy, fresh ingredients, whether harvested from one's own garden or selected in the vibrant bustle of local markets, are at the heart of every recipe, highlighting the value of freshness and the culinary excellence of the country. The food culture in Albania celebrates the purity and authentic flavor that only nature can offer. In the spiritual realm, Albania stands out for its secular ethos and deep respect for religious plurality. The country's constitution is a stronghold of freedom of belief, providing a home to diverse faiths, including Muslim, Orthodox Christian, Catholic communities, and a minority Bektashi group. This harmonious coexistence of diverse religious traditions is one of the distinctive pillars of Albanian society, reflecting a national commitment to tolerance and diversity. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, leave your like and your comment. See you in the next video.